It's the book of Psalms, chapter 104, verses 1 through 4. Bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord my God. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty. Who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flame of fire, facing the east. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakah Kodash. And double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom, Makim. Shabbat Shalom, Makim. All right? And we keep the Shabbat according to the new moon. Okay, Genesis 1 and 14. Isaiah 66 and 23. Okay? He made the moon a declaration of time. It's also in the book of Sirach, in the Apocrypha. Okay? But this video is going to be entitled A Full Breakdown of Zechariah, the 5th chapter. Okay? Because it's more and more which pertains to the book of Zechariah, the 5th chapter, pertains to the tall, dark-skinned angels who fly, who ride in these so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Okay, going to and fro out of the earth. Okay, and these chariots are making so many appearances that it's just uncanny right now. It's mind blowing. It's multiple videos that pertains to Ezekiel, the 1st chapter, to when they fly in perfect order, in perfect formation, one after another, on the side of each other, one on the side of each other. Okay? Beautiful times that we're in. And these angels, these chariots are making it, letting it be known that, look, we're at the end, Akim. And we see these through the prophets, through the prophecies. Okay? So I'm going to get Zechariah, the 5th chapter, the full breakdown of that, man. Okay? And as it said, and let me back that up, man. In Psalms 104 and 3, it said, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters. That's the bottom of that of that ship, man, being laid on the bottom on the surface of the water. What is the word chambers is talking about? I went over that in the previous video, Isaiah 26 and 20 and 21. Close the chambers of that door when the elect get beamed up upon Yahweh Shai's chariot. The mouth of that chariot is going to close those chambers, the bottom of it. And it says, who maketh the clouds his chariot, maketh the clouds his chariot. Quick precept. The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord. And that Lord is in lowercase, it's Yahweh Shai speaking. Which is, Salak is in capital, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. The Almighty, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Coming in all full glory and apparel, okay, to kill. He's coming to kill. So back in Psalms 104 and verse 3, the latter part of it, it says, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Yahweh Shai is doing, he does what he can do. He does miracles. The scripture got it already wrote, and already profound and said that, look, it's so many miracles that it can't hold. The book cannot hold them. Verse 4, Psalm 104 and 4, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flame of fire. So when you see these fires going around, like Elder Pastor Hart did a video like a couple of months ago, pertaining to, I forgot what a fire was at, but it had the face of a demon in the middle of it. And you can go look it up on his page. I think it was on it's on GMS DocTube, the Elder Pastor Hart's page, GMS DocTube. It had the face of Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, in the midst of that fire. And you also had that out there in New York in 9/11. It's multiple videos on YouTube through these buildings when they was coming down. You seen the demons' faces coming out of these buildings, man. These wildfires over there in California, these them bushfires over there in Australia. Who you think is doing that? It just told you. Psalms 104 and 4, and I'm going to get a precept back in what I'm reading. Who maketh his angels spirits? And these spirits are created for vengeance, pertaining to in the Apocrypha, man. Sirach, chapter 39. It tells you that these spirits are created for vengeance. His ministers a flame of fire. This is the Most High, Yahweh. The angels are his spirits, his ministers. Make them a flame of fire. These angels can do whatever they want to do, because they're in a whole nother dimension. Let me back that up with a precept. All right, let's get Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 7. 7 is you see how that 7 is rolling like that, man? Revelation 1 and 7. Now I'm in Hebrews 1 and 7. All right? 7 represents completion. And it says, Hebrews 1 and 7. And of the angels he saith, who maketh his angels spirits, precept, it just said the same thing, and his ministers a flame of fire. He maketh his angels, which are spirits, man, the ministers, a flame of fire, man. They do whatever they want to do. They're going to cause all this destruction over here. When America gets burnt with thermonuclear fire, these angels are going to make sure it is concentrated heat. It's going to be finished off. It should never remain again. All right? So let's hold that. All right? Let's go to Zechariah, the 5th chapter from the top. All right, Salakia, keep that cranberry juice for the immune system. Zechariah 5. Zechariah 5 and 1. We're gonna read all the way to 10, Lord willing. You know, if I end up getting precepts in between of it, then that's just what it is, okay? Because that's how the Spirit rolls. Try to be quick with it. Zechariah 5 and 1. Then I turned, it's the prophet Zechariah now. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. Robe represents what? A chariot, a so-called UFO. This is what the prophet saw back in the days. That's why they use examples like this, a flying robe. What did the prophet Esdras speak about? A great mountain, okay? And it says, verse 2, Zechariah 5 and 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? What are you looking at? What are you seeing? And I answered, I see a flying robe. Now Zechariah just gave you two things, man. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. That's the width and the length, the circumference of it, the radius of it, okay? The diameter of it, okay? That's a whole chariot, man, a big, gigantic so-called UFO is what the prophet saw. Verse 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that go forth over the face of the whole earth, because these angels are coming to deliver utter destruction. It's imminent. This is going to be the curse. And that word curse goes into something that is going to take place upon upon a society or a people. Just like the nation of Israel is a cursed people, a cursed seed. Okay? This curse is going over the whole earth to destroy it. Ultimately bringing down Esau, the so-called white man, these Rothschilds, bringing down their society. And we're going back on top. It's a paradigm shift. The Most High bringing down one and raise up another. That's the balance. The Most High requires balance. And it's multiple fucking scriptures on that. Multiple scriptures on balance, man. It's over 10, okay? And it says, this is the curse that go forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off. Esau, Edom. The scripture got it written. That he stealeth, killeth, and lies, man. He is the devil. The spiritual demon, Satan, uses Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, as his physical counterpart to bring forth wickedness upon the earth, man. But it's all orchestrated through the Most High Yahweh. And that's a cut for you Christians, man. That smashes that doctrine about Satan rebelling against the Most High. No, he has to get order and permission from the Most High to carry out attacks that he wants done. It tells you that in the book of Job, man. When Satan asked, when Yahweh asked Satan about where have you been, going to, Satan asking him, saying, going to and fro out of the earth. They having a whole conversation. And Yahweh asked him, well, if you've been going to and fro out of the earth, well, let me ask you this. Have you considered my servant Job? An upright man who can do no wrong? Have you considered him? Have you checked him out? These are two so-called black men having a conversation. The Ancient of Days. Go check him out. Get on your chariot, Satan, and go check him out. And then you can read the whole chapter with that, but you got to have your spiritual binoculars on to identify what's going on with that. Because the Christian church, you full of shit, man. You just whack, man. That Christian church is doctrine, is bullshit, and it's dead. The Christian churches are empty right now. They're even more empty right now with this plague, this pestilence that's happening on the earth. Okay? And they're going to get even more empty because all the truth is all eyes on the Israelites right now. Mainly the men and the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, down to the younger brothers as myself. Okay? And you can follow us on YouTube. Hit the link. Subscribe to our page. Click the bell to receive all the notifications. The book of Zechariah, chapter 5 and verse 3. All right, so that's still if it's talking about Esau, Edom, because how did he get America? Raped, robbed, and murdered. That's in the book of Habakkuk, man. Woe to you that built a town by blood. Okay? You built this town off the so-called Mexicans, the so-called Native Indians, and the so-called Negroes. This is the Native Indian land and the so-called Issacharites, man. I mean, so-called Mexicans, which are the Issacharites of the Bible. This is their land, man. You stole it. And every Edomite knows this. You can't hide this truth, man. This Bible destroys Esau, Edom. Shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. On this side right here, man. We on this side right now. Because in the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be on the other side, the real side, okay, is going to be in all righteousness. Full glory. Okay? The real kingdom of heaven. This is Esau's kingdom. And we're gonna be ruling, Lord willing, we of that number in our kingdom, man. The kingdom of heaven that's coming down from Jerusalem. But this curse is going to be over the whole earth via the chariots, the so-called UFOs. They're gonna destroy it with laser beam, concentrated heat. Fire on top of fire. You got fire coming from these ICBM missiles, and you're gonna have laser beam, concentrated heat coming from these chariots, man. The so-called UFOs. Zechariah 5 and 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord is a man of war. The word host means war. Exodus 15 and 3. And it shall enter into the house of the thief. Who is the thief? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The red Hebrew Edomite. And into the house of him that swear falsely by my name. And what do you have in these courthouses? In the court system, whatever. They tell you to do what? Raise your right hand, whatever the fuck they say, and do this and do this. Put your hand on the Bible and all this shit. But on the back of the dollar bill, what do you have? In God we trust. But all throughout the scriptures, even in it's Sirach and everything like that, it tells you about swearing and everything like this, man. This man, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is a pure fucking devil. Unadulterated, man. Adulterated. A pure homosexual, a queer, okay, a liar, a thief, a murderer, okay, a whoremonger, any kind of a filthy dog. A filthy dog, that's what you are, and that stinks, man. And you so-called white people, you stink, man. Okay? And it says, and to the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. You're going to be thrown down. All these buildings that you're building out here, Esau, with them, you so-called white people, the Most High is going to throw it down. We can't wait for Obadiah 1:18 to take place upon this earth, man. Okay? You're going to be thrown down. The Most High is going to cleanse this place and your kingdom, Esau, Edom. You Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, you DuPonts, you Gettys, you central bankers, your Federal Reserve, etc., etc. Yes, we know you. We know you are. We got you down to the T. The Most High is going to consume your foundations with thermonuclear fire and more fire from these chariots. Zechariah 5 and verse 5. Then the angel, now we finna get into you wicked Israelites. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, lift up now thine eyes and see what is this that go forth. Okay. Verse 6. And I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephah that go forth. An ephah is a measuring cup, a measuring stick. Okay? Something that the Most High holds in his hand via a cup, pretty much. Like I have this bottle right here. Okay? This is an ephah right here. Okay? And we're finna get into it and see exactly what that ephah is. Okay? Talking about this for you Israelites now, you wicked Israelites, because the Bible is all about us. Okay? He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth. This is your measuring stick throughout all the earth. This is your stick right here. You got all your wicked deeds in this cup right here. You got your good and your bad. Okay? That's why I said previously the Most High requires balance. Okay? But 2/3 of our own people, their wickedness you have become more wicked than the wicked, as the scripture said. Than Esau. You have transgressed the laws. And we finna get that too. The book of Zechariah, chapter 5. All right. In verse 7. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead. Lead represents transgressions. Transgression and sins. Okay. And this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah. Who is that woman? Yasharahla, Israel. We are likened unto a woman. Okay? The whole house of Israel is likened unto a woman married to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, spiritually. We are married to the Most High. Jeremiah 3 and 14 and 15. Okay? He tells you that, man. All right? Verse 8. And he said, this is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephah, this cup. Okay? Cast Israel's wickedness into that measuring cup. Okay? Into the ephah. And he cast the weight of the lead upon the mouth thereof. He measured that wickedness in the cup. He measured it. Let me pour it all in here. All the sins of the Israelites, pour it all here. Quick precept. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 8. Let's start at 6. 2nd Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Really talking about Esau, Edom. Therefore saith the Lord, and you wicked Israelites, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Profanely means you do it over and over, and you see no wrong in what you're doing. In which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. That's really talking about Esau, Edom. And Esau has mass murdered A lot of the Israelites out here, man. And that word blood, when you read the scripture, represents soul. So the souls are crying out to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. How long, oh Lord? How long till you judge this devil? Esau, Edom, the white so-called white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's right. Zechariah 5. All right, where was I at? In verse 9. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked and beheld. There came out two women. Who's the two women? The two witnesses. Judah and Israel. Not no Jehovah Witnesses. The word witness means to know. And they don't know the scriptures. How you know the scripture? You got women going door to door. The scripture got it written, man. Except for a woman not to teach. To keep her fucking mouth shut. You women have nothing to say. The Most High likes the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, Judah and Israel, as two women. The bride, all right? And the wind was in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork. And that stork, we're finna get that too. And they lifted up the ephah between the earth and the heaven. And that stork represents a big wingspan, man. So they measured the whole cup of Israel with a big wingspan from the heaven into the earth and measured it in the middle. That's the balance of it, man. All right? Zechariah 5 and 10. Then said I to the angel that talked with me, whether do these bear the ephah? Okay? How we gonna judge this ephah like this? Give it to the Most High. All right? Because the angels carry it to Yahweh, they carry it to Yahweh Shah, and Yahweh Shah carry it to Yahweh. That's the order of things. The scripture got it written that Yahweh Shah is what? Is the mediator. What is a mediator? Like a lawyer for the elect. Specifically, he's a mediator for the elect. We send these prayers to Yahweh Shah. He comes in the name of Yahweh. Okay? No man gets to the Father without going through the Son. We send these prayers to Yahweh Shah while we say in Yahweh Shah's name. It has to be through him. Yahweh Shah say, I pray for them, not for the world. Who is that them? The elect. He only came for the lost tribe of the house of Israel. The elect, man. Isaiah the 42nd chapter tells you that. The K is only for the elect, man. All right? Verse 11, in Zechariah 5 and 11. And he said unto me, to build it an house in the land of Shinar, which is in the so-called Middle East, the Babylon, the Chaldeans, and it shall be established and set thereupon her own base, man. And we're going to be delivered up out of Babylon. The great deliverance is coming from over here in Babylon, America. Because we are going to suffer through much tribulation. Acts 14, we shall enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Quick precept. The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4. All right. And let me start at verse 14. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 14. For if we believe that Yahweh Shah died and rose again, even so, them also which sleep in Yahweh Shah will bring Yahweh, Salaki, which sleep in Yahweh Shah will bring power with him. Okay, verse 15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. Because you're going to have Israelites that are going to be alive through this utter destruction, man. And some brothers throughout the midst of this great tribulation that's coming upon the earth, that's finna happen imminently, brothers are going to be slaughtered for this truth. You're going to have martyrs. But the scripture says in Revelation that their works are going to follow them. They're going to be the first ones on Yahweh Shah's chariot. But those of us that be alive and remain are going to be caught up in the clouds with him. What did it mean by that? Caught up in the chariot with him. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Verse 17, then we, which are alive and remain, shall be caught up together, as I just stated, with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. And that's what we do, fishing for the hopefully elect. Comfort them with these words, bro. That don't worry about it. We give you the good side and the better side. The better side. Okay? That's the whole ordeal of the Passover. To be exempt from this judgment that's coming. To give you the sweet side and the bitter side. That's what we do over here at Great Millstone, beginning with the elders and apostles. We give you the sweet side and the bitter side. That yes, you are Israelite, which is the sweet side. And yes, you will possibly be killed for this truth. That's the bitter side of it, man. Okay, so with that, we'll close the video out. Did I have another precept? Could get Matthew the 25th chapter. All right, so with that, I'm going to close the video out. Video out, facing the east, giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha-Rakah Quadas. Shabbat Shalom, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom, Akim Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, one more precept. One more precept. One more precept, brother. Let's get the book of let's get Revelation 14 and 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him and 144,000 having his father's name. His father's name, that's a cut to you Christians. His name is not God. That's a title. His name is not Yahweh. That's Yiddish. Yahuwah, that's Yiddish. Okay? His name is Yahweh. Having his father's name, you have to know that name. Written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters. Who was that? That's Yahweh Shai. And as the voice of a great thunder, and I heard the voice of harpers harping with the harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts, the holy angels, and the elders, 144 and the elect. And no man could learn that song but the 144 and 4,000 which were redeemed from the earth. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is the redeemer of the earth, man, of the elect, man. All right, nobody can learn this truth. But let me get that too. Spirit rolling. Let me get that. What that's in Amos. All right, this Amos yeah, Amos 5. What was that? That's that Amos 5. Yeah. Let's get Amos 5. All right. And 14. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the Lord, the power of hosts, shall be with you, as ye have spoken. Hate the evil, Esau's wicked kingdom, and love the good, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and establish judgment in the gate among Israel, man. We establish judgment out here, giving this devil no rest. It may be that the Lord power of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph, unto the elect. He will be gracious to us, because we only know the kingdom, the secrets of the kingdom, man. Okay? So with that, I'm going to close it all the way out. The spirit was rolling. I had to get them precepts. Kwam Yashala, Abal Babal, DTA. Shalom to the hopefully elect throughout the four corners of the earth in these final days. Our rest is coming, brother. Our rest is coming.